Welcome back to the floor of the CME Group here, Monday, December 20th. Some hot topics going here. Let's get into the CMZ zone. I'm Jeff Kilberg, known as Killer in these parts, from Treasury Curve. Treasury Curve is an institutional money market portal. We assist firms that are overnight cash. We got some great things going on, some hot topics, some markets moving. However, it's a holiday week. We have some light volumes. We just got through quadruple witching on Friday. So there's a lot of moving parts this week, and typically on these holiday weeks, low volume, ill liquidity, so it could produce a perfect storm on the environment of where this market can break out of. We'll get to there in a moment. I want to talk about the 60 minutes last night. Very eye-opening. You know, a lot of people have talked about the municipality situation, all of our local governments in the deficit in their debits and their current obligations. Meredith Whitney, very well respected person in the industry, very, very smart woman, and she kind of was quoted on there. So post your comments. We want to know what you think. Let's talk a little bit about the Treasury. We talked about this dead cat bounce. We're currently seeing more bids in the Treasury markets from the 30-year to the 10-year. You know, we have some tension in Korea. You know, that Korean tension, very interesting, and how all those politics are going to work out. I think we're seeing that reflection today. Furthermore, you know, the downgrade over in from Munis of Ireland, we saw a downgrade. That was kind of the catalyst that brought that euro currency back under, and now we're back under the 200-day moving average in euro currency. This is a very interesting time in a low volume week. Crazy environment could provide a little bit of a whip here, so be careful on that. You know, I think back to the Treasuries, you know, we came that last leg down in the 30-year. It was 122.20. Interesting to see if that's where we'll go back up to. In the 10-year, that last stop was 120.25. We're right there right now. So the 10-year kind of leading the way, that belly. You've seen a little belly bid here. So let's watch that. You know, I don't know how everything's going to work out this week. Some people are taking off, but that Europe and Korean situation, you have to be mindful of. Let's talk SPU. SPU, 1234 to 1240. I've talked about that repeatedly. That is the level. Well, guess what? We broke up to the upside. We had a contract high, 52-week high in the SPU, up at that 1245 I spoke to last week. The overnight high, 1244.75. Had a rejection. I'm a little leery. The rejection that we had was not on the high volume you typically want to see on a rejection, but nonetheless, it rejected. Currently negative on the day here. If this thing's going to move, it has to get under 1234, but I think that 1234, 1240, that's the situation. It's holiday week. Watch the euro currency. I think all those markets are leading to it. You know, that weekly pivot is now up at 1236 and a quarter, 1236 and a quarter. So every week, you know, every day essentially we have this 0.5%, 1% uptick. That weekly pivot comes up and up and up. So now we're here. So it's very, very interesting trade on a low volume. Be careful, but respect that level of 34. Respect that new high of 44.75. The euro currency, like I said earlier, under the 200-day moving average, 131.20. That 132.65 pivot I've spoken to many times. You know, we got under that on Friday after the Moody downgrade, and we stayed under an overnight high of 131.80. And now that we're under that 200-day moving average, the back and fill on the chart, which, you know, typically is a nice play, is all the way down to 129.63. That's the old low. So if we get back above 132.65, that pivot, that 100-day, which they did violate on Friday overnight, is coming in now at 133.46. Long way back up there. Watch that play under the under the 200-day moving average. You know, I think this holiday week, got to be mindful. Friday, the market's closed. Half day Thursday, but a lot can happen between now and then. So remember, Jeff Kilberg from Treasury Curve here at the floor of CME Group. Be the hammer, not the nail.